Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here, and I want to show you one of our amazing Mech Tech mugs. And mugs are great because you can use them all the time. It's a tool, but it's something we drink from all the time. Well, so why not get benefits from just putting a liquid into something that you normally would? I'm assuming all of us are drinking coffee, tea, water, whatever it may be. Well, why not take that process and make it even more positive? Now, I like to call this the poor man's radionic machine. And it really is to a certain degree. So this allows you to get a useful tool and use it as a symbolic machine unto itself. Now, symbolic machines and the boxes that we offer are very, very effective and easy to use. And you get more benefits because you put them in a box. The seal's there. You can put lots of stuff in. But here's a great way to get some benefits. And a lot of people like to get these mugs because it's an easy way to do things. And, of course, these are your typical nice mugs. They're printed on both sides. They wrap all around. This is where it shows when you get something of quality, when it's all over the cup. Of course, like all cups and everything else, you know, when you're stretching, you get a wee bit of blurry, but it's a beautiful cup, your usual high quality. I believe these, of course, made in China like everything else in the world. These are, I believe they're 11 ounces or whatever. And as I said here, let's give you a tour of the cup as we spin it around here. So, and it has, of course, even this symbol, which is very, very powerful, connecting to huge energetic streams of the universe. But here you have a typical one dial machine here, and the dials don't matter that much. This is a very powerful design. A lot of people like the 3-dial design, but which one works better? Well, the one that works for you, because there isn't any better. Now, the way you use any kind of symbolic radionic machine is that you're basically going to send energy into the machine, and it's a thought form. So, and to create a circuit, you generally put your thumb on the in plate and your thumb on the out plate. So now you've created a circuit. When you do this, now you send whatever thought form you want into it. And generally, you're supposed to state things that are already occurred. So you don't want to say, I am sick, I want to get better. No, you say, I am in great health. And you just sent that into there. Okay? Now, if you had liquid in here, the liquid you then would drink. And it's instantaneous, basically. Things don't have to sit there for long periods of time. You know, this is something that everybody talks about and so forth. But I find that all this is instantaneous. It's as simple as that. So once you've sent the energy in there, it's in there. Now, you can also use this if you don't want to drink out of it. Or maybe you want to have this on your desk as your little miniature radionic machine that you can carry anywhere. Well, you can do that. Of course, you always want to use Polaroid. You can see, as it says, Insta Fujifilm, which is basically the Polaroid, which they bought the rights to, stole it, whatever they did. Because Polaroid is out of business now, even though the name somebody bought, you can buy different things. But you should be using one of those cameras. And let me show you. But we have another thing on those cameras coming up soon. But you should be using a specially Radionic Tech made by a company to get that, because we not only do we take, because this is where all the energy is. The chemicals are here. The light photons go into this, and now they're stuck in there. So you have a very powerful representation of whoever that is, meaning yourself. They are not good pictures. Who cares? These are energy pictures, and when you use our cameras, you get the highest level. That means you are in here. So when you put it in this cup and you put the thought form, so you take that. What I always like to do is put also what I want. And I state what it is. My immune system works well. So already it's working well, it's doing its job, and you're feeling wonderful. That's how you have to phrase things. You don't want to say, I'm sick, I want to get better. That's not good. Yeah, that's not how you phrase things. You phrase it as it has happened, whatever that may be. Now, you don't have to get neurotic there, but that's what you should be doing. Then you use the special Polaroid. If you don't have not invested in one of these machines, you're screwing yourself. Digital photos do not hold a lot of energy. They hold a little bit, but it's a very bad technology if you're a subtle energy physicist. Why use that inferior stuff? Some people, oh, but you want to use it, what, for convenience? And you want to spend $10 a picture to make high-quality ones of a great pixel density? Well, that's stupid. And you're losing a lot of energy. I don't care whether they work or not. They don't work to the level that. So the point is that you get something that's an energetic picture. These have been used, every time I watch ghost hunting out there and they don't use Polaroids, I know how stupid they are. So the whole idea is that that's what you do. And you're not looking for pretty pictures. You can take a picture of yourself in any way you want. The clarity of what you get is unimportant because you're picking up the energies that bounce back and are in the photons, which is how energy is, in general, put together. So all of that is very... So you get your photo, your actual... I'm going to show you a Polaroid here. I found a camera, one of our cameras here. You put the Polaroid in here. Now, obviously, you're not putting liquids in there. So now you're using this as kind of a radionic machine. You've got your thought form statement. You've got your picture in there. And then again, you use the process. You put your thumbs of each end. You created now a circuit. And now you send the thought form in there. You can also visualize. And, people say, I can't visualize. Well, you should learn to visualize, get one of our tools, etc. If you don't understand and have developed your core abilities you need to have, centering, visualization, well, you're going to get kind of poor results. Well, radionic machines are psychic focusing machines, and the process of using one forces you to do everything right. So you're sending the energy in. I can actually feel the energy tingling here, and you're saying and seeing yourself as you have a problem or whatever it may be, that you visualize you're in perfect health, you're done. Okay? You do that, and again, visualization, you're talking about probably a minute to a half a minute. All the transfer of these energies we found out are instantaneous. So, and in general, what you do is you can put a liquid in here, pour whatever you want in here. Water tends to be the best, but anything water-based, juice, anything you drink, coffee, tea, well, it's 99% water. So those kind of things you can use. So you put it in there, you do your thought form transfer, it's done. This will amplify what you've done. That's why you're using the image for this is just a blank cup, you're not getting any amplification. If you don't have amplification, the thought forms are so weak, well, they're worthless. It's just as simple as that. And we'll go more into that, but here's one of our particularly cameras. Here's a black one and they come in different actual colors. And here's where all the goodies are. This one's still wrapped up. I'm going to do a little video unwrapping this and everything else here in a few minutes. But here's where you get this stuff. Now, we use very particular images here, sacred geometry. This is a scalar disk that draws in very potent scalar energies, high-level subtle energies. This stops a lot of toxic energies. It's anti-radiation, all these things flying through the air that are no good. And, of course, our good old tachyons right here, tachyon neutrinos, which is an exclusive to Radionic Tech. So the whole idea is that that's what you get. Now, these come in different colors. I like these cameras because they look like regular cameras and you can hold them and so forth. These are, but the main thing is that it's an instant camera, meaning it's going to produce this kind of a picture. And these, this film is not that expensive and you're not using it. This is not to be putting in your photo album. These are energy pictures. And you need to change these frequently. Your energy next week is different from your energy today. So you should do it weekly. You should have your own camera so you can do it inexpensively. And here's one of these great little cameras. I've used these cameras for years. I like them. They're big cameras, etc. These are the cameras that, and again, it's not the make. I like these better. This is a sharper image camera. But I like them because they're big. The other ones made by Fuji, etc., are smaller. And again, it's not the camera itself. You can use any camera if it's empowered, but you need to have these empowerments. And we also place these on special sigils that actually change the inner core, the way the energetic core of this is changed through our particular sigil system. So, when you get something from Radionic Tech, you're getting something that is very, very advanced. There's lots going on that you don't understand. There's lots of energies that we put into things. So it's just not these little symbols and the stuff on here. Not only do we have very unusual tachyon neutrino antennas, but you have all this that goes with it. So remember, people, get that. Get good with a pendulum, which is part of your practice to do things. But when you're using your cup here, here's the poor man's Radionic Machine. Everybody should have one of these. Not only are they cool looking and fun to have on your desk or to drink out of in general, this is the new reality that everything is an energetic empowerment tool. And why not? Why have a dog's head or great dad on here, or whatever it is that your cup says? Get a tool that really is helping you. We had this as well as, this is one of our other ones, our antiviral. Why don't you have sets of these things? And again, this makes your life fun, interesting, and it's a excellent investment in your life. And, what is more of a conversation piece than this if you want that? Imagine having that on your desk in your office. And it's a good way to find out if other people are involved with it. The more people that know about this kind of energetic thing, the better the world will be. I think we've all understood now of how worthless medical science in general is. You need to take control of your life. This is nothing new. We have not had cures to anything. People die all the time at young ages. Luke Perry died at 50. And it goes on and on. The actor Luke Perry. So it goes on and on and on with all these things. You have to take control of your life. And while life is a synergistic process, you can't do everything. So does medical science have some good stuff? Well, it does. And as much as I hate to admit that, there are some good medications that you have to be carefully take. On the other hand, they are all sorts of problems linked to it, and it's a crapshoot. This kind of stuff cannot hurt you. The only thing it can do for you is make you better, bring your energies up. It's never, ever going to hurt you to use something like this. Any medication is potentially dangerous, even supplements and anything else. When you get into subtle energy physics, those energies, unless specifically designed to destroy you, cannot hurt you. So it always helps you. So it'll make a actual improvement in whatever you're doing. A prime example is, let's say you wanted to. Here's some supplements. Well, I want to make these stronger. Put them in there. Obviously, there's no water. Put your thumbs on here and you state that I want to empower these supplements for my system to assimilate better. So I can use them 100% effective, and they will make me feel wonderful. You're done. Take them. Okay. So you can do that with everything. Medications, no matter what it is, you can improve the energetic fields around them. And these energetic fields is what all life works on. When you do that, now obviously this becomes a pain. You can't do that with everything, but get into the habit of it. We all have a lot of time, and we're basically just too fatigued to think other than, is Scooby-Doo on? What garbage is on? Because we're just tired. It has not necessarily to do that we don't have time. We don't have the energy to do things. But if you make this part of your life, you can easily do it. And that's the whole idea. Make everything a habit. Once it becomes a habit, then it becomes very easy in your life. And that's why using common everyday tools like this, and we make many of them, there's t-shirts, there's other things. Why not do that? What are you waiting for? It's fun, it's exciting, it's the whole new world. This is the next level of science, people. Science is at a dead end. They're in a complete failure mode where they've figured some basic things out, but in a very crude way. And a lot of those things people have figured out are now the change that bind them to their failure, because it doesn't work. We're not reaching the next level of empowerment that we need to have. So we need to move past that, and that's what subtle energy physics is all about. So make sure you check out my courses. Make sure you check out all the books and everything else. Make sure you build your skills. All of this, I hate to sound dramatic, people, but, you know, those that don't do this stuff, well, they're not going to make it. We're getting into worse and worse times. People who are building their subtle energies, people who are working with this for prosperity, for in higher states of consciousness, no matter what it is you want, these are the people who will be successful and prosper. Because right now we don't have people that are prospering. Really, they're prospering from a rigged, basically fascist system. People are prospering through a rigged system where they cannot really fail. This is the new technology, and you can be with those who are empowering their lives in simple, easy ways. And here's just one of many. Watch for all the new ones coming out soon.